I was, sober 2 months before Max was born. And, I think in early recovery, everybody wants everything back immediately, not understanding that we spent years kind of digging this hole. I remember, calling Kendal from rehab and it being like 2 days in, and I'm like, "What? You don't trust me yet?" Like I've been sober for 2 whole days. And just things like that. And later on, I didn't get to work through any of like I realized it was like codependency. This is where I knew I had an issue. I had someone in my life at the time that was like, "Okay, so you're okay with her hurting herself as long as it's with you and in your house?"
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, that's twisted.
Yeah.
That's gross.
You're like,
and I
that's
didn't
a
know,
weird perspective, but yeah.
And by this time, my relationship with Jesus was just, he's always been there, but I was just barely getting back into that, into my relationship with Christ. And I remember a real pivotal moment was one where I kind of always had this hope that we would end up being together again. And I had to realize that, you know what, we may not,
Yeah.
And it's not like a you do you, I'll do me kind of attitude. I don't want it to sound that way, but it did need to happen for her to grow closer to God and me to grow closer to God, so that we in turn could be closer to each other, And I had to accept the fact that her being closer to God might be with or without me, and that was a tough pill to swallow.